Hello, dear viewers. Welcome. Today I will be talking about the existence of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Enjoy the show. There are some structures in history. We believe they existed. We read about them in books. We see them in films. But in reality, no one has ever seen them. Today, we will talk about one of the greatest mysteries of human history, considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but a structure whose existence is still debated: the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So, did these gardens really exist? Or were they merely a perfect legend told for thousands of years? According to legend, these gardens were built in the 6th century BC by King Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylon. The purpose was quite romantic. The king had these gardens built for his wife, Amytis, a Median princess. Amytis was unhappy in the flat, arid lands of Babylon. She longed for the green mountains of her homeland. Nebuchadnezzar accomplished the impossible. In the middle of the desert, he created a green paradise, rising in terraces, filled with trees and flowers. At least, that's the story told. According to ancient writers, the Hanging Gardens consisted of enormous terraces rising in tiers, were covered with trees, vines, and exotic plants, had a complex irrigation system that carried water upstream from the river. From a distance, the greenery seemed to hang in the air. That's why they were called the Hanging Gardens. Building such a structure with the technology of that era seemed almost impossible. But the real mystery begins shortly. Here's the strangest part. There isn't a single Babylonian inscription about the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar had every structure he built meticulously documented. But about the Hanging Gardens, not a single line. Archaeologists have excavated Babylon repeatedly. Palaces were found, temples were found, but no physical trace of the Hanging Gardens was found. This raised the possibility: what if the Hanging Gardens never existed? According to some historians, the Hanging Gardens may have been built not in Babylon, but in the Assyrian city of Nineveh. The Assyrian king Sennacherib clearly mentions the vast gardens and advanced irrigation systems in his inscriptions. There were even engineering marvels of canals that carried water from the mountains to the city. So perhaps the Hanging Gardens existed, but they were associated with the wrong city, the wrong king, and history remembered it wrong this time. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Perhaps they really existed. Perhaps they never did. But one thing is certain. This mystery has continued to fascinate people for thousands of years. Sometimes history holds truly beautiful secrets. Dear viewers, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and like. Have a good day.